I'm Steven.
I'm Luke.
I'm Chloe.
I'm Ronnie.
I'm Hayden.
I'm Julie.
I'm Gwen.
I'm Brandon.
And I'm Emma.
And we're the Parker family. Well, before we came to Waymaker, we were living in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I think we all, as a family, were kind of feeling restless where we were at. Just having a sense of feeling like we might need to do something different. I was driving around in my car, and I just really felt like God was saying, I want you to go to Waymaker. And I was really struggling with that idea and that thought, and like, how do I go to Waymaker 2 states away? It was a Friday night, and ended up being just me and Julie and Steven at home. I threw the idea out about, hey, what if we move to Lynchburg? What if we go to Waymaker? And it was, Steven especially was very encouraging, because I thought, here he is, a senior in high school, and willing to pick up and move 2 states away.
When we were talking about this, I was thinking, but we love the beach, and my parents are here, Ronnie's parents are here. Steven looked at me and said, Mom, Myrtle Beach is a really tough place to raise kids. And Dad's right. I think we need to go to Waymaker and be in Lynchburg. And I knew the Lord was speaking through Steven.
It was the next day, the following day after Steven and Julie and I were talking, trying to figure out like how this is actually going to work. And I get this random call from my niece, Landon. She really felt like God was wanting her to tell me that He was going to be leading me into a new season in my life. So to really feel like in tune with that, and then have people affirm that in your life, was really kind of an amazing experience.
I started coming to Waymaker when I first started coming to Liberty. It's been the only church that I ever tried, and I've been here, and it's been the biggest blessing. Little did I know that my family would be moving up here, and this would be my actual home church. So it was really, really cool to start investing in a place that I didn't know would be my home church with my family. And it's so cool to know that when everybody leaves, I'll still have a strong, solid community here, because the Lord really asked me to start serving and really get involved.
Waymaker's been a big part of my life this past year, like whether it's youth group or just coming on Sundays, being poured into regularly, and like having people really devote their time to really help you become a better follower of Jesus. And I'm so excited for my little brothers to grow up in a church like this, where they constantly have people pouring into them.
When I first moved to Lynchburg, and before then, I was in a tough place, and I didn't really have a community outside my family to really back me up in Myrtle Beach. I'm just really thankful for Waymaker, because I've just made a lot of friends, and I have a lot of mentors and people who are always pouring into me, and I'm starting to actually use it in my life, and I'm starting to communicate with Him, and I hear Him more.
My life was radically changed by coming here to Waymaker, because I was not expecting to be here. I just graduated college, and I was planning to be in the corporate world and business, and God called me to be an intern, and it changed me, and God just started to really speak to me and even through me as I began to learn. I got a phone call from my dad, and he just told me that they were going to all move up here, which is crazy, because I was planning to come back, but I didn't ever think that my family would leave South Carolina.
Well, Ronnie and I started a small group. We're with several families, but one of the other families has also adopted, and so it's just really cool to see how this church lifts up foster and adopted families.
What God has shown me throughout this year is just really being open and being more in tune with what He's saying, and leading our family, and just really being open to hearing God's voice in my life and our family's life. So that's scary sometimes. I mean, sometimes it moves you 2 states away, but God's not going to put you somewhere where you're going to fail. So He wants what's best for you.
At Waymaker.Church, we make radical giving a way of life, because we believe increased generosity leads to increased impact. This fund is what fuels the ministry of Waymaker.Church and allows us to see families just like the Parkers experience radical life change. Through your giving to the Waymaker Fund, you are making a way to create experiences where people can encounter Jesus and leave transformed by His love and sacrifice. In 2020, despite a global pandemic, we saw 92 people choose to believe in and follow Jesus. We also saw over 30 people share their story of transformation in baptism. Now imagine what God will continue to do in 2021 with your faithful giving.